couple days ago I mentioned how everything did quiet down, we didn't have a lot of camps running around. Well, that changed. That changed very quickly. We had a lot of very good traffic lately, and I hope that it keeps up this way. I'll have a very interesting ship to show very soon. I believe it will be a very nice and a very big surprise for the CHONKFLEET here. But for now, I'll be flying the Abaddon, Bhaalgorn and the Apocalypse Striker for the CHONKFLEET. Overall, one of my 3 favorite ships in the game. So these ships did serve well so far, and I believe that they will continue to serve well into the future. Well then, with that being said, let's start. Now here I am at the gate, waiting for the jump in command. There is a decently sized fleet at the other end of the gate. I'm in the Bhaalgorn. Over there we have a Guardian as support, Armor Guardian I believe. Now I would use my Bhaalgorn with 3 armor repairers, but the Myco warp drive is just very useful. And the 2 armor repairers do well enough, so I can keep them. Alright, time to jump in. Well then, let the games begin. Let's see who will be the primary target. Yeah, we have a lot of battle cruisers. I see a chonk over there. Okay. There is a cruiser, interceptor warped away. They have tackled our Abaddon. Okay, let's approach the gate and let's open fire. Now the interdictor usually should be the primary target, and I'm immediately going after the interdictor here. But I noticed that the Talos 2 over there is already into armor. Now I did have a very nice hit on the bubble, but the bubble jumped through the gate, so the next primary target will be the Talos 2. I see that the Caracal Sniper is taking some serious damage. Alright, Caracal has been destroyed. I will approach the Abaddon. Talos 2 is in low armor. That Talos is very tanky. Now they are in hull. Alright, Talos has been destroyed. Let's go and try to shoot down the chonk. The Abaddon is usually very tanky. So far that Abaddon is taking some good damage. It's tanking quite well. Burning through the armor plates, I believe. The Abaddon is on the 3rd armor plate, and they had enough time to stop shooting and burn back to the gate. My idea was here to go and bump the Abaddon, but I was a little bit too late for that. Well then, let's take a look at the wrecks. That was a nice gate crash here. First one for today. I did expect more ships to be destroyed because more of them had aggro, but I believe 2 or 3 were snipers. Oh, speaking of snipers, Oracle returned 100 kilometers away. Well, I'm too far away, but we have a frigate that can go and tackle it. Oh well, they warped back to the station. Oh, okay, that was nice. Well then, still 2 or 3 very nice kills there. That was pretty good. Alright, well, on to the next one. Apocalypse Striker Yeet Fleet. Something that we did for fun. There is 19 in local. We have 5 in fleet. 4 Apocalypse Strikers and 1 Phantasm. The Phantasm is already at the gate. The rest of the chunks is in warp. totally warping in blind. Could be a big camp over there. 20 in local. A very, very hot system in terms of being camped or not. It's usually very camped. This Apocalypse Striker has a very interesting background, a very interesting backstory that I will share when I'm allowed to do that. At the moment I'm not allowed to talk about this ship that much, for corp reasons. We have the... okay, well, I expected more ships. Oh well, let's start blasting. So the primary will be the Armageddon. Now I turned on siege mode, did not expect the Armageddon to start moving, but well, it's moving, so I have to disable the siege mode in order to be able to hit that ship. Armageddon taking some serious damage, it's getting melted. Alright, one Battleship down. Now let's focus on the next primary. The bubble warped away or jumped away. That means the next primary target is going to be the Tempest. Tempest in armor, Tempest in hull. That was quick. Okay, Tempest has been destroyed. Next target, Abaddon. Well, the second chunk that we are shooting today. Very interesting. These ships are getting popular. I love that. Abaddon is waiting to jump through the gate, and they jumped through the gate. Nice. Well then, that was one unexpected gate camp crash. To be honest, I did not expect to stay alive after this, because it was a totally blind jump. I did really expect to see 20 plus ships on the gate here, but okay, I'm not complaining. That was fun. That was very fun. Well then, on to the next one. We have a Rattlesnake here. A very, very suspicious Rattlesnake. I see that the Rattlesnake is using shield hardeners. Usually, if it were a normal Rattlesnake flying through Syndicate, you would not see any modules running, but... well, I smell bait. I smell bait. No one can change my mind on that. Okay, let's see what happens here. Local spiked a little bit. Well, let me quickly broadcast the intel to the corp. Okay, that should do it. Wardens. The Rattlesnake is using sentry drones. Okay. Yeah, this is a very, very interesting Rattlesnake. I'm trying to decide is this a bait or is this just... I don't know. It's weird. I personally believe that this is a bait because the Rattlesnake uses shield extenders. Usually shield extenders are used for PvP, not for PvE. So this Rattlesnake is a bait. I know it. I'm 100% sure that this Rattlesnake is a bait. Just have that feeling, you know. Usually when that feeling pops up, that means something is about to happen. We have 9 in local, 4 are friendly, the rest are neutrals, I believe. Now 10 in local, 11, 13, here we go. Told you that this is a bait. Well then, let's see what kind of ships they bring. I'm not going to move away from the gate unless it's really necessary to do so, so let's just see what happens here. Okay, we have interdictor. We have a interdictor warping. I'm just going to align myself towards that direction. The interdictor launched bubble. Alright. I believe that interdictor is about to get destroyed, so that's one kill for our corp here. 16 in local, so that means 10 other ships are on the way. And based on how slow they are, I can guarantee you that big ships are about to land here. The Rattlesnake is still, of course, shooting at me. Macariel is landing. You can already guess who is going to be their primary target. That's very easy to guess. Okay, Rattlesnake, Maelstrom, Tornado. Alright, okay. Like I said, that was a long warp for a big fleet, so it has to be big ships. The Rattlesnake has 3 Nosferatu. I believe neutralizers would be a better choice with capacitor batteries. Well, seems like we lost one. A bad position at the bad time. Now I'm the primary target. Well, surprisingly, I wasn't the main primary target. Okay, that's new. Usually, I'm the one that gets set on fire the moment the big fleet lands. This time it was a little bit different. Okay, time to jump through the gate. 2 armor repairers just can't help at repairing that DPS that I have been receiving there. Well, and that was fun. That was a very nice bait for them. The Rattlesnake was a pretty good idea, although it was kind of obvious, to be honest. It was very obvious and a very suspicious Rattlesnake, so kinda knew that it was a very nice bait. Alright, well, back in the Apocalypse Striker, we have another small camp at the other end of the gate. I'm just sitting here and waiting for the jump in command, as usual. Now, we had a little, I believe, a little miscommunication in chat. We haven't verified, we haven't took a look at who's holding the camp. So we made a little mistake over here that you're about to see. A funny mistake, to be honest. And you will definitely notice at what I'm trying to get here. So let's jump in. It's time. Oh, we have a nightmare landing as well. This is about to be fun. So what do we have here? We have, let's see, couple battlecruisers, couple cruisers. That's kinda, and there is a cover tops sitting at the gate. Remember what happened last time when we have seen the same. Well, here we go. Sino is up. Oh boy. Time to get out of here, because the super chunks are about to pop in. And they popped in, I believe. Yeah, there is the Naglifar above the gate. And there is a carrier as well. Beautiful. Now, the mistake that we had in Intel was we haven't actually seen, we haven't paid attention what corp it is. That corp usually likes to drop capital ships on us, like you just witnessed. So yeah, I was a big F in the chat for everyone who was at the gate there. but somehow I warped through the bubble there, so I'm safe, I guess. Unless there's a bubble on the station. Well, it happens. I mean, can have them all, I guess. Alright, well, on to the next gate camp crash. Now, when I jumped in, there was a small fleet here. This Abaddon had aggression timer, so it couldn't jump in on time. The rest of the fleet did go through the gate. Now, they might come back, and the Abaddon, I believe, is outside of the jump range. I believe the Abaddon is at 70 kilometers from the gate, from the big gate, so I'm just going to be aligned to the station just in case. There is a Megatron that warped in. The Megatron jumped through the gate, okay. The Abaddon is taking a lot of damage. Very impressive on their behalf, because they are taking a lot of damage from our ships. And I'm also trying to deplete the capacitor on the Abaddon. The Abaddon has a lot of capacitor, so it will take some time. I'm trying to maintain myself close to the gate, and of course close to the Abaddon, just in case we have a capital ship or 2 or 3 or 4 pop in. Abaddon slowly losing armor, but I have to say they are holding out incredibly well. The reason why they are not shooting at anything is because they have at least 2 tracking disruptors on them, so their weapons aren't exactly accurate. They are still using armor plates. I believe this is the first one that came out of the cooldown. Oh well, I guess the Abaddon was within the jump range after all. Oh well, that was a nice little fight. I believe they will come back. I just have the feeling that they will come back. And well, here we are, a little bit later, and they did indeed come back. So, I'm here stuck in a close brawl with the Abaddon. The Megatron is sniping. I'm trying to go burn away behind the gate. Would be a perfect position in case anything else pops in. So far, I'm just using my repairs to tank the incoming damage, and of course to test out the Abaddon's DPS. Looks like I can withstand the Abaddon without a problem, so it will be time to start opening fire. There is 7 in local. The Megatron warped away to the station, I believe. Not quite sure what was the status on the armor or hull on the Megatron, but I've heard that it was in low hull there. Okay, let's light this Abaddon on fire. Time to replenish my capacitor. I'm actually kept stable without my Nosferatus, but the Abaddon was using... Oh, what is this? That was interesting. For a moment I thought that I have seen a Prophecy Guardian or Prophecy Command pop in. Oh well, let's open fire on the Abaddon again. I have to be careful not to get carried away on shooting this ship. Now I believe they're actually out of capacitor here, because they stopped shooting at me. Although they're using the neutralizer. Might be a Abaddon with capacitor batteries, or it might be an Abaddon without capacitor batteries. By the looks of it, I would say this is a Abaddon without capacitor batteries, because I believe they are out of cap actually. Yeah, it looks like that they're actually out of capacitor. Interesting. Now, I have to be careful not to get too much carried away shooting this ship. Have to maintain a close eye on local, just in case that this is a big bait again. Megatron is back at 35 kilometers. Prophecy is back as well, so that was a prophecy command. But is that prophecy command in their fleet? Well, I guess both of them left the Abaddon alone, so kinda weird. Oh well, let's set the Abaddon on fire again. I will try to move away behind the gate just a little bit more. I'm still well within optimal range on the Abaddon. Looks like now I'm recovering my capacitor very well. The Abaddon's capacitor is also back up, it seems like. Alright. They're taking massive damage from the Apocalypse Striker. Two RB covertops are using tracking disruptors, so they practically can't hit any of us. Abaddon slowly going down. I'll stop my ship here in this position, seems like a good spot. Abaddon in a low armor. I believe they did forget the drones. The drones are still keeping aggro on one of us. Or they have actually retracted the drones. Why is my own teammate shooting at me? That's my job. Well, they are shooting at me, so let's just do this. Well, I guess I have to keep an eye on them. They have been locking me the whole time. Kinda suspicious, not gonna lie. Very suspicious. Alright, well, next little gate smash attempt. But this time not on our side, but on their side. A cruiser fleet. We have one interdictor and 3 covertops ships. Interesting. Now, a couple weeks ago, I've showed what happens when a bellicose covertops or a interceptor gets within the zone of nope on the Bhaalgorn. But looks like these pilots don't play like that. They actually know what they're doing. They are not going to go anywhere near. They're not going to get anywhere near to the Bhaalgorn, and that's actually a smart choice there. Well, I'm just going to be lurking around at this range. I can tank all of these ships if they decide to shoot me. I like the EVE Online tactics that they use there. Basically... Oh, what happened there? They have warped way to the planet. Okay, interesting. Very interesting. Well, and they decided to come back. And this time they unfortunately entered the zone of nope on a Bhaalgorn. One of them has been caught, and they're about to see what happens when you get too close to a Bhaalgorn, or 2 or 3 Bhaalgorns. Not quite sure how many of these ships we are going to have on the gate today. That cruiser got destroyed very quickly. 3 covertops cruisers left, and of course 1 bubble that's somewhere. They're not here at the moment, but they are lurking around. Well, that was nice. Let's see if any of them wanna try to get close. I'll be moving away to the other side of the gate. There's a chance that they will fly within 30 kilometers of me. If they do that, well, they will lose one more ship. But it seems like they kinda panicked there. They're not following the fleet commander. The fleet commander is that Bellicose, I believe, the fastest one. The Bellicose that carries 2 tracking disruptors. One of them warped away, 2 of them warped away, and all of them warped away. Well, that was fun. Haven't seen a cruiser fleet in a while. Next target, we have a Ferox command. This one popped in well within the optimal range. I love when that happens. The best kills happen this way, when they pop in within your optimal range. Someone told me that the Ferox command can be used as a armor tank. I actually haven't seen the stats on the ship. I know one cavalry ship that is a phenomenal armor tank, and that's the Caracal Sniper. I know a couple very skilled players who fly that ship, and they are very good pilots. One of the rare cavalry ships that can do a armor tank without a problem. Alright, that was a nice little catch. That was nice loot. Let's go back to the gate. Next target, we have a prophecy. Very interesting how prophecies are one of my main source of ISK income, at least when it comes to PvP. Prophecies with faction drones can be worth a lot. That's why I like to hunt them down in storyline missions. One such beautiful kill can give you a lot of ISK, over like over 500 million ISK. Almost said like 40 billion, but that's definitely not true. What is this? We have a Brutix lurking around. Well then, let's quickly burn towards that ship. Why did I think that a prophecy can give me 40 billion in ISK? That's kinda weird. Well, I guess my brain made a error there in calculation. It happens from time to time. Not something that I should be worried about, I hope. Alright, well, the Brutix is getting set on fire there. Brutix can also be a very nice target. These ships can have very good DPS, over 1000 cold DPS up close with blasters. Alright, well, that was a very fun day. I have to admit, I haven't had this much fun in a while. It is very fun to go and just throw a couple of ships into deep null for fun. Let me tell you, I actually might do that more often now, because it felt like something new. Well, with that being said, I hope that you enjoyed. It was a very nice day for smashing camps. Not all of them were 100% successful, but still we did get a lot of nice kills there. We did get a lot of nice fights. As usual, I believe we all had fun, so that's what matters in the end. Having fun is what matters. So hope that you had fun, hope that you enjoyed. Stay safe, fly safe, and I'll see you next time.